Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of our expert live stream series with me, Kaylin. I am the CEO of Ellie Social, and I am so excited to be joining you for our 4th video. We have officially done 5 in the past 4 weeks, and it is all about optimizing your live stream for your business in order for you to make a big impact on your digital platforms. So we have gone over episode 1 was all about optimizing your tools and your tech and your setup and your mindset. So everything before the live stream. Episode 2 was optimizing the content, what you're actually saying during your live stream. Episode 3 was all about optimizing for fun and entertainment value. And now for episode 4, we are going to be talking about optimizing your live stream based on some of the algorithm and platform specific details that could help make you have and get more from your live stream. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you are here, please leave a comment down below and I will just go ahead and dive in. So if you can see the title of this video, it says how to optimize your next sales live stream for max results. Okay, so that is our title. Now, if you want to have a very well performing title, you can look into things like email subject lines. Okay, those are going to be your greatest resources when it comes to developing titles for your live stream, because as we can see, when we go live, we're automatically getting notifications across the entire channel. So in that notification, what ends up happening from your viewer's point of view is that a little note comes down from the top of your screen and it shows the title of your stream, okay? If your title is not attractive or enticing, you're not gonna get very far and no one's gonna click on that stream, okay? So you're gonna wanna make sure that that first step of adding the title into your live stream is done, and it's done well, because not only is it going to make it easier for your customers to click on your video, Instagram itself is going to prioritize your video and your live stream over the next 5 minutes, the beginning 5 minutes of your live stream, as much as possible in order to get the word out across your channels. If you are noticing that there's lots of people that are joining your live stream right at the beginning, Instagram is actually going to prioritize your live stream above anyone else's because it sees the popularity of it and therefore knows that if it were to suggest to other people, it may as well be clicked on. So that is my first tip for optimizing based on algorithm platform issues. So adding the title is a really important thing to do. If you are experienced in email marketing, you will know that it is a huge difference between reaching the top and completely plummeting and failing, because that subject line is probably one of the most important aspects of your live or of your email. And if you have experience with that, you'll definitely know from that. So a good rule of thumb that I actually got off of Wix.com blog post was actually to create a title that is just like an email subject line. So for instance, you would say a number or question, so 5 ways, or how to, or how do you, and you add an adjective, so like amazing or fun or creative, and then you would say keywords and then your promise. So for instance, 10 amazing flip-flops that'll make you shine this summer. Okay, so that is 10, so that's the number. Then we have the adjective, which is amazing. Then we have the keywords, which is flip-flops. And then the promise, which is will make you shine this year, okay? So in the title above, we said how to optimize your business live stream for max results. The promise is max results, but the keywords is optimize your business live stream. And then the first part of that is a question, or sorry, like how to. Okay, so that is a good rule of thumb. You might want to take that down in notes and go back and rewatch that just so that you have the equation for a good subject line, but it's also really easy to find just by searching on Google, okay? So mind the length, make sure that you keep it short, because too long is not going to go through on the notification. It'll go ... and you won't be able to see the rest of your title. So even in mine up above, how to optimize your biz live ... So it doesn't even say live stream. So I would definitely recommend doing something like how to build. Build is a shorter word than optimize, but you could do all sorts of different variations. So just try to go with the shortest one that you can find that's the most catchy. Second of all is to spice it up and experiment. So you don't need to keep this one just because that was the first one you thought of. You could change it as you go along. Definitely a good idea to use emojis. They attract attention. And the fourth thing is to just test out various strategies as you go along. The more that you live, the more that you're going to notice what your audience reacts to and how often they click through depending on your title. So just beware. That is what we do in social media, is really taking a look at all of our past content and seeing how well it performs and how people react to it first and foremost. So those are the tips for your title. That's before you even stream. Now, once you get going on your stream, I've talked about in the previous episodes, not holding on and waiting for people to join you. That's not a good idea because you're going to be wasting a lot of time at the very beginning of your stream. And it's going to be disappointing because A, if no one else shows up, you would have wasted that time waiting. And B, once that video gets saved to your IGTV playback, there's going to be a huge awkward period at the beginning of your video that's saved in your video tab on your profile of you just sitting there waiting for people. So that's going to be really awkward when someone wants to actually watch your stream and they go to watch it after you've gone live, which is very typical for my audience specifically. Most of my views happen after I've streamed. But that's the thing, is like I get right into the content. You don't want to wait because people are going to get frustrated and they're going to just fast forward or just exit out of the video completely, okay? So definitely don't do that. But what you can do at the beginning of your stream is to use CTAs. So the first thing that you might want to do is to ask your audience to share the live stream no matter what platform you're on. So if it's a Facebook, you go, "Hi everybody, welcome to our live stream. Please share to your audience to share the community and teach your friends how to do whatever it is that we're learning," right? You want to be able to give your audience a reason to share your live stream to their page. Could be for a giveaway, but I've seen in the past where I've said, please share this video to your friends and family so that they can join in on this specific community and have fun with us alongside you and yourself. So you have someone that you can share in with the community at the same time that's in your neighborhood, but isn't necessarily like related to whatever the subject is. So you're expanding the exposure, right, by getting your customers to share the video, and you're also giving them a CTA. You're asking them something to do, which is good for anyone, really. Everyone likes to know and get instructions for what to do next, right? Because it gives us that sense of, not nurturement, but like, it gives us like that pathway, that journey really easily. And as humans, we all like having a goal, right? So that's a really important thing to add. So not only can you ask people to share your video, you can also ask for other things that aren't just the typical like, share, comment, subscribe, okay? That is something that people are really tired of and they don't want to do that. You're gonna have to get a lot more creative with your call to actions as you go along in the stream. For instance, I'm drinking a vitamin water right now. Let me know in the comments section what you're drinking, if it's coffee, tea, or juice. This is just a very conversational way to get someone to actually just go on the trigger and actually comment down below. It's relatable. It may not be about the stream, but it is generating a conversation, okay? That is going to be key here, is making your audience feel like they're a part of the conversation. And if you're just going through the videos, saying everything that you need to say without having those moments where you stop and you invite them to do something, then there's your chance where you've missed an opportunity there, because people really won't do anything unless you ask them to, more often than not, right? Another way that you could do a call to action, there's different goals here that I have written down. So one call to action for sales specifically would be to, if you're a service-based business, to just say, book your appointment down below to get 50% off your next service, okay? So having an offer with your sales call to action is essential, but you can just have a sales call to action, or you can say, go to our website now and purchase yours before they sell out, etc. Different ways to initiate anticipation, initiate the need to grab your product before it sells out, and also just giving them the opportunity to figure out what to do and how to work with you specifically, or work with the product that you're trying to sell. Another way that you could get a call to action in there is to direct your traffic. So for instance, if I had a large audience on Facebook and I wanted to develop that audience on Instagram, I would go to Facebook and I would basically say like, I would tell you to go to my website for something specific. So I would say, oh, by the way, I actually have a blog post about vitamin water on my website that you can go check out, or about the best snacks for the highest productivity levels. So this is a way to get them away from your live stream and onto your website. So if that's the goal of your business, of your business live stream, is to get more people onto your website to discover your product, then that's going to be a great way to do so. A blog post is a really, really great way to circulate your traffic. Excuse me. Another great way to get a CTA in is to actually ask for someone to comment down below. So there's some people that are just recently joining. Comment down below what you're having to drink, if you're having anything to drink, okay? So those are great ways for you to get people to actually engage in the conversation and put a comment down below. It also might scare them away, but who knows? Okay, so another one is to like the video. So a great way to do that without sounding a little bit desperate, like saying like my video so that you can, so that I can feel better about my stream. That's not the thing that we're going for. You don't want them to like your video just to like your video. You want them to like the video because they're feeling something that's a connection to them or something that's relatable to them. Show me some love if you also love vitamin water, okay? So show me some love, or show some love on this video, or like this video if you found something helpful. You know, you have to give them a reason to like, to comment, to share, to subscribe, to go to your website. Otherwise, it's just not going to land, and your call to action won't be as strong. So those are great ways for you to have a great title and embed CTAs in your live stream. But what do you do if you don't have that many people tuned into your live stream? I'm facing this problem right now, but that's okay because I've actually been very, very inconsistent on my Ellie social page. All of my live stream experience comes from working with clients. So as you can tell, there isn't a huge audience here, but it is gaining traction. And if you take a look in my video tab, you can see some views in there as well. So it's not falling flat. There is up to 50 views on some of the most recent videos, which is a good number, especially considering this is such a niche video. It's only for business owners looking to live stream. So to have 50 people, that's really great, and really great way to get the word out and share your expertise. Some people can feel bad about that, or maybe that's not enough for you. So what you would do is you would then create a pre-promotion for your videos. And that's a really great way to optimize your traffic and your exposure. So you can either do a Facebook group event page, you can do a countdown on Instagram stories, you can invite your friends directly through DM, you can create announcement posts, cross-platform post to LinkedIn, which by the way is also allowing for streaming now too, which is really exciting news. But you are going to want to generate traffic from a specific source. So if you have an email list, for instance, you're going to want to email all of your customers and tell them, hey, I'm on live every single week from this time to this time, and we're going to be doing this, this, and that, okay? You got to give them all the information. It's like an invitation to a birthday party. You have to tell them what to bring, what they're going to do, what time they have to be there, what time it's over, who it's for, etc. So those are going to be great ways to get the word out via email, via Facebook group, via DM, via promotional posts, via Facebook ads even, if you really wanted to develop a really strong live streaming community. So those are going to be the best ways to optimize pre-stream, but you can also share your live stream to those platforms afterwards too, or even repurpose the content that you're using. So for instance, you don't necessarily have to have an event page, but afterwards you could go to your Facebook page and share the live stream that you just completed for those Facebook audience people. This is just Instagram here. So I'm missing out on all of my Facebook audience. I'm missing out on LinkedIn. And I can recuperate some of those views by sharing it to those platforms specifically. That's a really, really easy way to do that, to optimize your stream and to optimize your views. But another really great way to do so is to download your video and chop it up into clips and repurpose them into Reels, TikToks, or shorter form videos that are a little bit more easily digestible. This obviously takes a lot more time. You do have to figure out the tools and the tips that you need in order to download it from the app, upload it into iMovie, chop it up, repost it. It is a long, drawn out process. So if you are a business owner that has the space to do so, you may want to hire a virtual assistant to carry out these tasks. That's basically what I have planned. I'm probably not going to do that myself. But it is a great way for you to get the most out of your content without having to record live streams every single time. So chop up these videos and repost it to different platforms, because they're going to give you a lot of additional exposure by doing so. And there is actually a video on Gary Vee's channel that I watched a few years ago that completely changed the way that I did social media specifically, and it was based on that cyclical content development wheel. So by posting it to Instagram, then changing the format, posting it to Facebook, posting it to Pinterest, posting it as a blog, posting it as various different platforms, a podcast, a live stream, etc. So it's really important to take the stuff that you know and try to push it out and try to get the most out of what you're doing with your videos specifically. And videos do last forever, right? So they are easy to download after the fact and then chop up and just get the little key pieces. That could really make a huge impact on your optimization of the stream and in growing your audience as well. Okay. You'll also want to share your video to your story here on Instagram as well right away, so that you can get the views from that and the traffic from that. So using the tools and the tips that the platform specifically has already is going to be key. There's a reason why those platforms set up those tools and those things that you can use. It means that if you use them, they will prioritize your account. You can even save each video for courseware, for instance, or to your website, and have them as key components to your landing page. In, for instance, maybe it's a product explainer video, and I want to go live and I want to share with you my AirPods and how they work and how good they are and the benefit to using them. I'm going to want to save that video and repurpose it on my website so that I can add it to maybe my product page and further increase the chance of conversion. So just thinking about that, it really helps to repurpose it and use all that you create for as far reach and exposure as possible. Also, another thing that I've commented on before about optimizing your streams is to watch back your videos and see if there's any gaps in your knowledge or anything like that, so that you can answer some of those questions in your next live stream. A lot of the work that we do here at LE Social is really about analyzing all of the insights and analytics that we get on a daily basis and making changes to make sure that on the next time that we post, we're going to do a little bit better each time, or at least gain traction with certain goals. So that actually resumes all of the tips and tricks that I had for you today in optimizing your live stream for your business to either make a more loyal community, grow your audience, or convert sales. So these are really important tactics to use during your live stream, after your live stream, and on the platform itself to really help you optimize for the best result possible. Another thing that just came into my head that I actually forgot is to really replace that description with a really detailed report on things that you've covered in the past, things that you're covering in this video, some little interesting tips and tricks, some little value-driven or excitement in the description, as well as your hashtags. But that's pretty self-explanatory. So you're going to want to be using every little tool that you have available on these platforms, whether or not it's Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube. You can now live stream from all of those platforms. So there's lots of tools in your tool belt right now. And I'd love to see you guys tag me in your next live stream for your business so that I can see your guys' work at play and see how all of these tips and tricks are doing with you guys. So thank you again for watching this live stream series. This is basically the last one until next week, where we'll be taking a look at all of the things that we've learned and inviting some people up stage if there's enough viewers, or just going over some things that I've learned along the way of this stream series. That is basically what you can expect for next week. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you haven't had a chance to check out my previous videos, definitely do so in my videos tab on my profile. But goodbye for now. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. Goodbye and have a great one.